Hello there. This is a very important video. I've been talking about the heel. I've been saying that the heel is, it has the calx in it. It has the lime. It has the name of lime, okay? And so I talked a lot about this and the femininity being in the heel, the abstract femininity. And so what's happening now is that if you look in Genesis 3, you see, when they eat the apple, God curses the snake also. He says what's going to happen to the snake, the serpent, okay? So, he says that the offspring of the woman will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. What happens is that Christ's heel is going to be attacked. Christ's calx, calcaneus. The heel is the calcaneus, guys. What I'm telling you here is obvious, and you should be able to add one and one together, you know. This is maybe the most important capability of a human being, is to add one and one together. What is 1 plus 1? You see, it's kind of this equation that we have right now. The equation 1 plus 1, okay, what is it? It's 2, okay? So, I'm going to tell you here also that this is called the proto-evangelium, okay? It means that it's the first time when the Savior is mentioned. It's the first time. Let's look at this, okay? So, first of all, here we see some artwork of this, and if you read at this website about Proto-Evangelium, you will see that it mentions this specific part where he will crush your head and you will strike his heel. And they mention that this is about the Savior, okay? And if you read further down, the seed of the serpent, evil men and demonic forces, struck at the heel of the Savior. When Judas, so what happens is that Jesus gets condemned and to be crucified. And so what happens is that, I don't know how to say this, but as you can see, the threat is in the heel, okay? You see, when it comes to what I'm presenting here about lime, about calx and calcaneus, because this is something that I talked about lately. So you see, if you search for human anatomy arch, because the arch is important, you will see that the foot has arches, or it has arches that meet at the heel. So the heel, the calcaneus, becomes the keystone, okay? And if you look at the etymology of calcaneus, you will see that it has to do with calx, and calx is basically limestone. So, do you like this evidence? You see, it's a lot of evidence here. You like it? Well, also thanks to Jan for finding this about the 12th card of Tarot being the Hanged Man, okay? Relating to Saint Peter being crucified upside down, Saint Peter being the church. But yes, the church is the wife. So it's so perfect because everything fits. Everything, every little single piece fits. So the 1 + 1 equation is a suffering for those that don't do it, I guess. So here we see this is the attack of the serpent. The attack. Yeah, it seems so because it is. So this is from some time ago when I did this presentation some time ago about the Achilles, right? And the Latin name for Achilles is also calc something, okay? And you have the soul because there is a marriage between the soul and I don't want to so the actual muscles is called soleus, and under the heel you have the soul, and so there is this connection that is basically undeniable at this stage. And so the church is as you saw, as I mentioned here, okay, wait a moment, as I mentioned here, what happened was that the church went against him. So the seed attack, or the serpent attacking the heel of the Savior, means that his church attacked him, or his church got wounded via Judas. You see what I mean? And etc. Right? There were many things there. Also about Peter, right? Peter denying, something. So here you have it. Suddenly it all connects, and suddenly the greatest wound to Christ is to his heel. And it is the attack on the heel is an attempt at separation, a division between masculine and feminine, diabolical act, as I've been saying. So yeah, everything fits, guys. This is consistency, as I'm saying, and consistency is sanity. Like, I'm saying the same things all the time here. I'm saying the same thing, exactly the same thing. And when I look from this perspective of, okay, it seems that the threat to Christ is in his heel. This is the first mention. And that this is a big deal that is mentioned as, it's called proto-evangelium. It's a big deal. They mention Genesis 3:15 here in this article about the seed of the woman, you see? And you see, right? It's very obvious. All of this is very obvious. And I think that I will end this video now. This must be hard to just not see the connection, it must be pretty hard to do it right now, but it's interesting, right? Because I'm only showing some evidence, right? I'm talking about the heel, and suddenly, we have Christ being attacked at the heel, right? That's fascinating. how did that happen all of a sudden, right? Fascinating stuff. And so, yeah, that's it. The heel. Okay. And obviously we have the connection to the Achilles heel and the mortality and the mortality versus the immortality of Achilles. And do remember that Achilles dressed into a woman. He pretended to be a woman, Achilles. And I'm telling you, so what do I see? So I have a special kind of vision, okay? I have a special kind of this is why I just that's why that's why everything is consistent, because yeah, and because yes, this is a big deal, okay? This is basically the greatest threat, the heel. The attack on the heel is the greatest threat. Just like yeah, but and the interesting thing is that the threat itself is, as I analyze this, it is the separation, the diabolos, which is the opposite of the symbolos, the going together. Yeah. I'm just thinking if there's something more to say in this. Let me think. Yeah. I mean, what you're seeing right now on the screen, it must be so irritating, right? Especially if you don't add one and one together. This is basically, the reason why it's so irritating is because it's consistent, and so it becomes just irritating if you don't add one and one together. Oh, it's very irritating, right? But yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, and the arch, right? What is the arch? Well, the entire door frame is a leman, right? That's also something that I talked about. And you have the door. The door is married to the door frame, the leman, just like you have the sole of the foot being married to the calcaneus. You see, the two rely on each other. You cannot just go with a bone on the floor. You need to have something carrying the bone, and you need you need that bone to hold up something else, right? So you have the Achilles, which is also the calc, going into the soleus muscle, the sun muscle, right? And suddenly you have this unity and cooperation. Yeah, and so this becomes the attack point of the serpent. The serpent attacks the keystone. The serpent attacks the abstract feminine. Okay. So, I mean, this should be freaking obvious now. And yeah, and if you want to read more about this, you can read about, where is it? You can read a bit about proto-evangelium and what that is. And you can read about the seed of the woman and the first mention of this is about attacking the heel. Like, he is going to crush your head. He is going to crush your brain. He's going to make you... Something here is going to go wrong, okay? You see what I mean? He's going to crush your head, right? You see what I mean? And you are going to attack his heel, you see? Because the heel is somehow important, you see? You see, I'm just saying facts, that's all. And so, yes, this is consistency, it's simply facts, it's simply a valid analysis, that's all. And yeah, so that's all. See you another time. Bye bye.